My dear child, pause for a moment and let these words settle into your heart. If you've ever found yourself awake in the stillness of the night, whispering prayers with trembling hands, wondering if I, your God, can hear the cries of your soul, then know this moment is not ordinary. It is sacred, a divine encounter crafted just for you. You're not merely reading these words. They were written with your name in mind, etched in the courts of heaven, where conversations about your destiny are unfolding even now. I see you, I know you, and I am calling you by name. Tonight, at precisely 10:10 p.m., a miracle is coming your way, wrapped in the gentle hush of stillness. But you must keep this sacred promise to yourself, sharing it with no one until it fully blooms. This blessing will unfold in just 2 minutes, a fleeting yet powerful moment where heaven touches earth, and the shift you've longed for begins to take shape. This is not a message for the masses. It is for you, chosen and cherished. You've walked through unseen fires, endured storms that threatened to steal your voice, and yet you kept your faith, even when the world felt silent. I want you to know, with unshakable certainty, that I have never overlooked you. While you felt invisible, I was weaving a miracle in secret, preparing something so profound that it could only come from divine hands. Tonight marks the beginning of that promise coming to life. But this moment is also a tested, gentle challenge to trust me fully. Will you hold this message close, treating it as holy, or will you let it slip away like something fleeting? If you turn away now, you might delay what I've already set in motion. So, stay with me. Listen to the whispers of my voice through these words. You are closer to your breakthrough than you realize, so close that your miracle is waiting for your heart to say yes, not with effort, not with perfection, but with simple, childlike faith. If your spirit feels a stirring, a quiet trembling deep within, that's how you know this is real. A miracle isn't a ritual or a performance. It's a response, a sacred agreement between you and me. If your heart is warming, even just a little, type 1111 now, because you have to, but because your soul recognizes that this moment was meant for you. The world may not understand what I'm about to do in your life, and that's why I ask you to keep this sacred promise private for now. The favor I'm releasing tonight is personal, tailored to your unique journey. The breakthrough I'm assigning to your name is too delicate to share with those who might doubt or diminish it. You've faced skepticism before, people who laughed at your hope, questioned your calling. I saw it all, and now I'm preparing to bless you in a way that will leave no room for doubt. This miracle isn't just about what's coming to you, it's about what's being lifted off of you. The heaviness you've carried, the unspoken questions, the burdens you've hidden behind a brave face, if felt, every one of them. Even when you said, "I'm okay," your spirit cried out to me, and I never turned away. I was there in your quiet moments, holding the pieces of your heart when you felt you couldn't carry them anymore. Tonight, at 10:10 p.m., I'm not just bringing a blessing. I'm healing your past, quietly and powerfully. In just 2 minutes, I will do what years of striving could not. But I need you to believe you are worthy, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but right now. You've walked with a hidden ache, watching others receive while you felt overlooked. There were times you wanted to give up, not out of defiance, but because you were weary, tired of waiting, tired of fighting battles no one saw, tired of hoping only to face disappointment. Hear me now, my beloved, I did not let you fall. I was preserving you for this very moment. What I'm about to pour into your life will silence every lie the enemy whispered in the dark. You won't need to explain yourself or prove your worth. This miracle will speak louder than any rejection, and those who doubted you will be left in awe with no words to describe what they see. I've hidden something precious with your name on it, something too sacred to reveal before its time. But that time has come. Doors are unlocking in the spiritual realm. Angels are stationed at your threshold, guarding what's about to enter your life. You're not waiting for your moment anymore, it's waiting for you. Say yes to trusting me again. Say yes to believing I can restore what was lost. Say yes to a joy so deep it banishes the sadness you've grown accustomed to. You've tasted sorrow long enough. Now prepare to drink deeply of my peace. When this blessing arrives, you'll know it wasn't earned, it was given. Not because you were flawless, but because you were faithful through the fire. If your heart feels a holy tremble, a mix of awe and relief, let it speak. Type Amen not as a ritual, but as a whisper of surrender. You're standing at the edge of something sacred, and heaven is watching, holding its breath, waiting to see if you'll step into it with trust. You've asked me, God, why does it always feel like I'm last in line for blessings? Oh, my child, I wept over that question not because it was wrong, but because you didn't see what I was doing. I was crafting something so perfectly tailored for you, so precisely timed that no one else could claim it. While others rushed ahead, I slowed you down not to punish you, but to protect what's sacred. I wasn't withholding. I was creating something flawless, something undeniable, something so filled with my glory that when it arrives, you'll know it could only be me. Do you feel it now? That quiet calm beneath your ribs, that pause in the chaos of your thoughts. That's me. That's the Holy Spirit moving through the unseen rooms of your destiny. The angels I've sent aren't knocking, they're already inside, rearranging what needs to shift, closing doors that were never meant for you, and unlocking places where favor has been hidden. They're making room for joy that's been waiting at your gate, longing to be invited in. Tonight, at 10:10 p.m., joy enters. Heaven will knock gently, but with unstoppable force. 2 minutes of divine invasion is all it takes when I'm involved. You've been cautious not to hope too much, bracing for the worst to avoid being crushed. But that's not faith, my child, it's survival. And I didn't create you to merely survive. I created you to overflow, to rise boldly, to carry peace so deep it calms every storm around you. I'm calling you out of fear, out of overthinking, out of shame, and into this blessing. You've wept enough, waited enough. Now step into your victory, quietly and sacredly. Let this moment be just between us for now. If your soul feels the trembling that comes when heaven draws near, say something. Type, I receive, not to earn this miracle, but to stand in agreement with it. Faith is as simple as saying yes when the world tells you to stay silent. I saw the nights you held your breath to keep the tears at bay. I saw you stay strong for others while your heart broke in silence. You didn't think I noticed, but I was closer than your next breath. Every cry you buried was recorded in heaven. Not one moment of your pain went unseen. I collected it all not to remind you of the hurt, but to transform it into purpose. This miracle isn't just for healing, it's for elevation. You won't return to where you were, be lifted to where you were always meant to be. That's why I ask you to guard this promise. Not everyone can handle the favor I'm placing on your life. If you share it too soon, their disbelief could wound your faith. This miracle is tender, like a seed just breaking through the soil. Let it take root in silence before the world tries to define it. You don't owe anyone an explanation for what I've chosen to give you. When it unfolds, they'll see it wasn't luck or chance, it was holy. The shift will come quietly, rippling through your finances, your peace, your health, your home. You'll wake one morning and feel something deep has changed. Fear will no longer greet you at the door. That's how you'll know I was here. This is your burning bush, your holy whisper, your divine moment. Do you believe I can still move suddenly? If your heart says yes, type "I believe in sudden miracles." Your faith needs to hear your voice again. The things that didn't work out weren't failures, they were fences I placed to protect your destiny. Every delay deepened your roots. Every unanswered prayer stretched your faith. Tonight, at 10:10 p.m., heaven moves toward you, not with thunder, but with a gentle knowing, a soft click in your spirit. Don't dismiss it. That whisper in your heart, that warm stillness, that's the moment the miracle touches earth. It won't shout, it will speak, it won't explode, it will unfold, rising like morning light, noticed only by those awake in spirit. You asked, God, is it really my turn? And with all of heaven behind me, I say, yes. Your name was always written on this. Before this day ends, you'll witness a sign, a word, a number, a wave of peace that confirms this truth. Your spirit will recognize it instantly, like heaven tapping your shoulder, saying, this is real. Don't rush past this. This isn't just a message, it's an activation. Angels are stationed, documents in the spirit are sealed, and the wind has shifted. What resisted you is yielding. What was delayed is aligning. I'm working through your thoughts, your words, your actions, aligning them with the version of you I saw when I formed your soul. This is transformation, not improvement. You've doubted yourself for so long, talking yourself out of joy before it could arrive. But this time, I'm sending joy that walks in, uninvited peace that doesn't ask permission, and reversal for every defeat. You won't beg for what I've already assigned to you. You're living in the moment your past self prayed to reach. You survived what was meant to bury you, kept believing when you felt forgotten. Now, heaven declares you've passed the test. This isn't the end of a hard chapter, it's the start of a sacred unveiling. You've settled for survival too long, but I haven't forgotten what it means for you to truly live. I remember every seed you sowed in silence, every act of kindness no one saw, every moment you stayed faithful despite the world's reasons to walk away. Heaven has reached its verdict. It's time. Time for tears to become testimony, for wounds to carry wisdom, for favor to pour like rivers over your household. I didn't bring you this far to leave you in pain. Tonight, at 10:10 p.m., my promise steps into your reality. Don't apologize for it. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. Let it shine quietly through your peace. This miracle reshapes your atmosphere, heals your timeline, restores your ability to dream. Your children will feel it. Your home will breathe lighter. your pillow will carry peace, not panic. This is personal, but it's also generational. Breaking cycles for those who come after you. If your soul is nodding, trembling with truth, type "the promise is here." Heaven responds when earth agrees. You don't realize it yet, but you've stepped onto holy ground. The air around you has shifted, not in chaos, but in divine silence. Tonight, something ancient breaks, something heavy lifts, something sacred begins. This isn't about deserving, it's about being chosen. You were chosen in the pain, in the silence, when others walked away, even when you doubted yourself. My eyes never left you. Even when your faith wavered, my covenant stood firm. I'm bringing you back not to where you fell, but to where your spirit first said yes to me. That quiet, trembling yes moved me. It broke open this miracle. Not perfection, but permission. You gave me room to work in your darkest hours. Take this slowly. Let it wash over you, settling into the places that have waited the longest. I'm blessing the real you, the one who whispered, "God, I trust you," when nothing was left. If these words feel written for you, they were. If your heart is burning, breaking, rising, it's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Type, "God, I surrender, not out of pressure, but out of holy release. You've carried enough, now let me carry you." Yet you kept coming to me, sometimes with words, sometimes with tears, sometimes with nothing but surrender. I received it all. I was only looking for your heart. This miracle began long ago, the moment you whispered yes in the dark, saying, "God, I don't know what to do, but I still believe." That moment echoed in heaven, rewriting timelines, opening portals of protection, wisdom, and provision. You thought I was silent, but I was setting the stage. You thought I was delaying, but I was positioning everything with precision. You thought I forgot, but I was finishing. What I'm building through you isn't just a miracle, it's a legacy. That's why the waiting felt heavy. The silence nearly broke you. The enemy saw you as a threat, someone marked to carry my light into dark places. He tried to confuse you, distract you, drain you, but he failed. You're still here, still listening, still expecting. That's the evidence of your victory. Tonight is a holy appointment. 10:10 p.m. is a signal in the spirit, a divine alignment. 2 minutes of exchange where I enter, rearrange, restore. Anxiety won't greet you at the door. A new peace will settle in, and you'll know heaven passed through. Guard this miracle. Don't share it prematurely. Let me finish the work in silence until it's too big to miss. When others ask, "How did this happen?" you'll smile and whisper, "It was God." You're not being overlooked, you're being protected. The doors that didn't open were my defense. The ones who left couldn't go where you're headed. I was clearing the room for glory. This chapter of your life isn't built on crowds, but on covenant. I'm releasing things your hands didn't earn, your network couldn't reach, your efforts couldn't manufacture. This is about holiness, not hustle. Your presence will shift atmospheres, carry grace, remind others of the God who sees. You asked for breakthrough, but I'm sending favor. You asked for help, but I'm sending alignment. This isn't a patch, it's a resurrection, a flood of blessing, joy, and peace. If your spirit is trembling, let the waters rise. Let the old pain leave. This is the hour the angels were dispatched, the moment your brokenness blooms into brilliance. You've crossed into sacred territory. Believe it with every part of your being. Type, I believe my name was called in heaven. Do not fear. Do not hesitate. Do not analyze. Receive. You've fought long enough. Let your open hands be the evidence of your surrender. Let your worship unlock the gate. When the blessing arrives, the fruit will speak. The restoration in your eyes will testify. When I move, doubts are silenced, curses are reversed, and skeptics are left speechless. Get ready, get still, get reverent. Heaven is at your door. My beloved, this is not the end, it's the beginning of a divine unveiling. The miracle you've longed for is not a distant hope. It's a living promise stepping into your reality. Tonight at 10:10 p.m., as the clock marks the hour, pause and feel the shift. Let the stillness wrap around you like a sacred embrace. You are not forgotten. You are chosen, seen, and deeply loved. Step into this moment with trust, knowing that I, your God, am moving in ways you cannot yet fully see, but will soon feel. Your faith has carried you here, and now my favor will carry you forward. Rest in my presence, for the best is yet to come. Dear soul, if these words have stirred something deep within you, if your heart felt the gentle touch of heaven's whisper, then this moment was more than a message, it was a divine appointment. I invite you to subscribe to this sacred space, not for numbers, but because it's a refuge where your soul can find encouragement, bathed in prayer, and released with divine timing. If this message warmed your spirit, share it with 3 precious souls you love. The comfort that found you today might be the answer to someone else's quiet prayer. You are seen, cherished, and never alone. Let's walk this holy journey together, for heaven is still speaking, and your story is just beginning to unfold. Asterisk, asterisk, my precious child, as you stand in this sacred moment, know that the words you've just received are not the end of the story. They are the opening lines of a new chapter, one that I, your God, have been writing since the beginning of time. The miracle I've promised at 10:10 p.m. tonight is not a fleeting event. It's the spark that ignites a transformation so profound it will ripple through every corner of your life. You've carried burdens for so long, walked through valleys where shadows seemed to swallow your hope, but now you're stepping into a season where my light will shine so brightly that even the darkest memories will lose their sting. Let these words sink deep into your spirit, for they are not just encouragement, they are a divine blueprint for what's unfolding. You may wonder, God, how can I be sure this is for me? How can I know this isn't just another moment of fleeting hope? Oh, my beloved, I see the questions in your heart, the cautious flicker of doubt that's kept you guarded. But hear me clearly, this is no coincidence. The fact that you're here, reading these words, feeling that quiet stir in your soul, is proof that heaven has called your name. I don't speak in accidents. I don't move in randomness. Every detail of your life, the tears you've shed, the prayers you've whispered, the dreams you've tucked away, seen them all, and I've woven them into this very moment. The miracle I'm bringing is not a reward for your perfection. It's a gift for your persistence. You kept showing up even when your strength was gone. You kept believing even when the world gave you reasons to stop. That's why this is your time tonight at 10:10 p.m. As the clock aligns with the divine rhythm I've set, something will shift. It may not come with trumpets or fanfare, but it will come with a peace so deep it will anchor your soul. You'll feel it, a gentle knowing, a warmth that settles in your chest, a stillness that silences the chaos you've grown used to. This is my promise to you. In 2 minutes, I will move in ways that no human effort could ever achieve. I'm not just mending what's broken, I'm making all things new. The dreams you thought were lost, the opportunities you believed had passed, the joy you feared you'd never feel again, they are not gone. They've been held in my hands, waiting for this appointed time to be released back to you. You've asked me, God, why did it take so long? Why did I have to wait while others seemed to move forward? My child, I know the waiting has been heavy. I know the silence has felt like abandonment at times, but I was never absent. Every moment you felt alone, I was there, shaping the path ahead, closing doors that would have led you astray, and opening ones that align with your destiny. The delays were not denials. They were divine preparations. I was strengthening your roots, teaching you to trust me in the dark, so that when this blessing arrives, you would know it was me and no one else. I was carving out a space in your life for a miracle so big that it could only fit in a heart stretched by faith. As you approach this sacred hour, I ask you to prepare your spirit. This doesn't mean you need to strive or perform. It means resting in the truth that you are enough. You don't need to earn my love or prove your worthiness for this blessing. You are worthy because I chose you, because I formed you, because I called you mine before the foundations of the world. If your heart is trembling with anticipation, if you feel that holy pull that says, "This is real," then lean into it. Type, "I am ready," not as a formality, but as a declaration that your soul is open to receive what I'm pouring out. This miracle is not just for you, it's for every life you touch, every person who will see my glory reflected in your story. The enemy has tried to convince you that you're too broken, too late, too small for something this big. But he is a liar. You are not defined by your mistakes or your scars. You are defined by my love, by the purpose I've placed within you, by the destiny I've written over your life. The battles you faced were not just obstacles. They were training grounds. They taught you resilience, deepened your compassion, and sharpened your faith. Now, as you stand on the edge of this breakthrough, I'm asking you to let go of the fear that this won't last. This isn't a temporary reprieve, it's a permanent shift. The favor I'm releasing will not fade. The peace I'm giving will not waver. The restoration I'm bringing will not be undone tonight. As you wait for 10:10 p.m., I invite you to sit in stillness. Light a candle if it helps you focus, or simply close your eyes and breathe. Feel the weight of my presence surrounding you. The angels I've sent are not distant, they are near, guarding your heart, clearing the spiritual atmosphere around you. They are closing off pathways that lead to destruction and opening gates that lead to abundance. You may not see them with your eyes, but your spirit will sense their movement. That sudden calm you feel, that unexpected ease in your thoughts, that's their work, preparing the way for what I'm about to do. This miracle will touch every area of your life. It will bring healing where you've been wounded, provision where you've lacked, and clarity where you've been confused. It will restore relationships that seemed beyond repair, open opportunities you never imagined, and fill your heart with a joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. Your home will feel lighter, your sleep will be sweeter, and your steps will be surer. This is not just a moment of relief, it's a turning point. You're not going back to who you were. You're stepping into who I created you to be, a vessel of my light, a carrier of my peace, a testimony of my faithfulness. If you're wondering how to hold on to this promise, let me reassure you, you don't need to grip it tightly in fear of losing it. Simply open your hands and receive it. Trust me enough to let go of control. I know you've been hurt before, disappointed by promises that didn't come to pass. But I am not a God who teases or taunts. What I speak, I fulfill. What I promise, I deliver. And what I begin, I complete. Type, I trust you, God, as a reminder to yourself that my word is unshakable. Your faith doesn't need to be loud or perfect. It just needs to be real as the hour draws near. I want you to know that this miracle is not just about meeting a need. It's about rewriting your story. The chapters of pain, loss, and waiting are giving way to pages filled with hope, restoration, and victory. You've carried the weight of unanswered prayers, but now you'll carry the weight of my glory. You've walked through seasons of scarcity, but now you'll walk in overflow. You've known the ache of feeling unseen, but now you'll know the joy of being celebrated by heaven itself. This is your moment, my child, and no one can take it from you. When the clock strikes 10:10 p.m., don't look for something dramatic to prove it's happening. Look for the subtle, the sacred, the undeniable shift in your spirit. It might be a word of encouragement that comes unexpectedly, a sudden clarity about a decision you've wrestled with, or a peace that settles over you like a warm blanket. Whatever form it takes, your heart will know it's me. You'll feel the truth of this moment, and it will anchor you for the days ahead. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of a new way of walking, a new way of seeing, a new way of being, my child. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are not just existing, you are becoming. The miracle I'm bringing tonight is not a single event. It's the start of a season where my favor will follow you, my peace will guide you, and my love will sustain you. You've been faithful in the small things, and now I'm entrusting you with greater things. You've held on to hope in the dark, and now I'm leading you into the light. Type, I step into my season to declare that you're ready for what's next, ready to walk in the fullness of what I've prepared. As you move forward, guard this moment in your heart. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the whisper of my voice. Don't let the doubts of others dim the light of your faith. This miracle is yours, sealed with my love, marked with your name. When it unfolds, it will be undeniable, but it will also be deeply personal. You'll know it's me because it will touch the deepest parts of your soul. Let it grow quietly, like a seed taking root, until it blooms in full view of the world. And when it does, they'll see it wasn't luck or chance, it was me, my beloved. As you stand on the threshold of this sacred moment, hold fast to the truth that you are never alone. Tonight, at 10:10 p.m., heaven will move, and the miracle you've been waiting for will begin to unfold. It's not just a promise, it's a divine reality, crafted with love, sealed with purpose, and delivered with perfect timing. Rest in my presence, trust in my plan, and step boldly into the future I've prepared for you. You are seen, you are chosen, and you are loved beyond measure. This is your time, and I am with you always. Dear soul, if these words have stirred a spark of hope in your heart, if they've reminded you that heaven is closer than you think, then this message was a divine encounter meant for you. I invite you to subscribe to this sacred space, a place where your soul can find rest, encouragement, and truth, delivered with prayer and divine timing. If this message has warmed your spirit, share it with 3 souls you hold dear. The hope that lifted you today might be the miracle someone else is praying for. You are deeply loved, eternally seen, and forever held. Let's continue this journey together, for heaven has more to say, and your story is far from over.